Welcome to the Ramsa podcast by Ajman University, our exciting Be Career Ready series where we're bringing you exclusive insights from top industry leaders, recruiters, HR professionals, directors and managers to help you land the dream job. My name is Mohsin. Today we're diving into the ultimate guide of making an impact in the professional world. So whether you're looking for your first job, whether you're looking to build your relationship capital, you're looking for internships or just looking to have a conversation with employers, this episode is packed with advice on what you can do next. Today, we're at the Careers Fair where we've got more than 70 companies who are scouting for talent. It's an incredible opportunity to learn straight from recruiters on what they're looking for and the latest hiring trends. And this will help you to learn how you can be career ready. Joining us today, I'm very, very pleased to announce and have you here with me today, Hussain. We have Hussain from Meinhardt, and you're the Business Development Manager, is that right?
Yes,
okay, so thank you very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
We're going to be expecting valuable insights on how job seekers can position themselves in the job market. So we're going to move straight into questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, we're here today. Lots of companies. It kind of tells us that it's a very competitive job market. From your perspective, what would you say are the top skills that a candidate should be looking to kind of highlight to make them stand out?
We're speaking here about a fresh graduate, yeah? Or just in general, fresh or experienced?
General and students, yeah.
Well, it differs. If it's a fresh graduate,
Yeah.
I don't expect them to be a subject matter expert on day one.
Yeah.
I want them to be willing to learn. That's the first thing. And I want them to take ownership of their work. If I give them a task, I want them to want to become a master at it.
Yeah.
So willingness to learn from all the experts around, and wanting to take ownership of the work. If it's somebody experienced, then I want them to be really well versed into what they're doing, because especially if they're doing a technical job, then I would need them to, save me. I don't want to teach them anything. I want them to teach me. I remember speaking to in my career, I spoke to a lot of CEOs, and one of the big guys told me, we hire smart people for them to tell us what to do. We don't need to tell them what to do.
It's a Steve Jobs quote.
Oh, it's a Steve Jobs quote. Okay, maybe he stole it from Steve Jobs then.
So you hire smarter people to tell you what to do. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
But okay, so my next question. So I think lots of students and graduates come here today and they're worried about making the right impression and making mistakes. And even in the hiring process, sometimes you can make mistakes. I've done it plenty of times. What do you think are the common mistakes that students and graduates are making, and how would you advise them to kind of avoid those mistakes?
I think all mistakes in the hiring process come from lack of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you can state them out, but the core reason, the root cause is usually lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you get asked these questions like, tell me of a time when you went through something difficult and you were able to solve it. And then in your mind, you have a lot of these memories, but do they qualify, as something worthy to say?
Yeah.
That's where most people feel like, no, my experience is not worthy. No, it is worthy actually. Yeah. And it's about how you present yourself, how you market what you're doing. Confidence is key. So show up and don't be afraid. The person in front of you has made a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
They've been exactly where you are.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
They completely understand.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. The biggest mistake is selling yourself short, not having enough confidence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before the podcast, you and I were talking about smart systems, smart communities, tech. Nobody talks about technology nowadays without mentioning generative AI and transformation. How do you see that changing, if at all? And what do you think job seekers need to do to stay ahead?
I think the same question probably was asked when computers first came out.
Yeah.
When people were worried about their jobs, similar to now, and history repeats itself.
Yep.
Nowadays, computers didn't take over humans' work. You can never take over the human aspect. But anybody who doesn't know how to use a certain skill set on the computer has become irrelevant.
Yeah.
Especially for newer jobs, So I think it's going to be the same with AI. AI, people are afraid is going to replace them. I don't think so. I think AI is going to be a great tool.
Yeah.
And a successful person in the future is going to be a person who knows how to harness that tool to get the best results, to save time, to get better outcomes of each and every situation.
So it's about embracing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Internships is going to be a big topic today.
Yes.
I'm sure lots of students and graduates are going around thinking about what kind of internships they can secure. But that's just one way of getting experience, right? Have you got any advice on what other things our students and graduates can do to demonstrate that they are career ready, not just internships?
Internships are key because they're the first real world experience.
Yeah.
Where you get your internship and how relevant it is to what you want to do is also key.
Yeah.
If you get an internship in something, like I've got Meinhardt, we're engineering consultants. We do design, we do supervision of engineering consultancy work. And I got a few people telling me, hey, I studied medicine or I studied IT. You must have, a small IT department. I say, yeah, okay, cool. You're welcome. But is this really what you're looking for? You studied some complex systems in networking, in cybersecurity, etc. This is not going to give you the experience you're looking for. Yeah. So I think internship is key. But I mean, there's so much more a person can do. So I would say do your research. Do your research, do your homework. Information is free and it's easily available, especially with AI these days. Just do your homework.
So that seems to be a recurring theme today. Everyone's talking about research. So research. But it's about connecting with people, right? And that's the idea of the careers fair today. So what advice would you give on how to build connections? Because it has to be, does it have to be meaningful? Should it just be, let's connect on LinkedIn and have a conversation?
No. Absolutely not just that. I was sitting with the vice chairman of a very big advertising company just last week.
Yeah.
And he told me something I think I'm never going to forget. He said, your value in your career is the sum of your networks. You know the right people, you're going to get things done.
Yeah.
And I come from a project management background.
Yeah.
If Hussain, as a project manager, doesn't know who's the right person to speak to get task A done and just goes and tries to speak to everybody in that company, let's say, I won't get the job done on time.
Yeah.
I might get it done, but you know the right person, it's done.
So we've talked about research, we've talked about building networks, we've talked about embracing tech. Those seem to be the kind of key advices that you have.
Yeah.
If you could say one thing for students to do today or in their search for their next job, what would be the one thing that you would say that we haven't already mentioned?
Do something that you're good at.
Yeah.
You can, as an engineer, you can do I come from a civil engineering background. You can do a number of things. You can do design, you can do construction management. You can do so much, but do something that you're good at. You're never going to be good at everything. You have to really find out what you're good at. Something you're passionate about, but you're also good at. I'm passionate about football, but I'm a very bad football player. I can't have a football career, yeah? But you should be passionate about what you studied, but you also need to do something you're good at. In your field, there will be some things you're really good at. That's where you're going to shine.
Okay.
And once you find that and you shine, no one can stop you.
Hussain, it's been a pleasure, a really insightful conversation. Thank you so much for your tips and your advice today. We've learned valuable tips on what recruiters are looking for, what individuals can offer in terms of advice that can truly make a difference, and how to make you career ready. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to share and follow us for more episodes featuring top recruiters, business people, CEOs, managers, and the like. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Ramsar podcast by Ajman University. Hussain, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
All right, take care.
Take care. See you guys.